Welcome. So, what's all this? An artifact stolen from the vault, and it turned up in Lorca Rain. I see. You'll want to start with the vault itself. I'll dispatch Oathblade Gwyn Anway to guard it. Meet her there when you're ready. The vault lies south through Rain, on the way to the walls. Swords must be sharp, armor shining. You must be war-sworn to all the world, as old Balagar said. You'll never see a dirty blade or an unpolished shield in Helmgard, no? The odd thing is, not a soul's been inside that place for centuries. Can't imagine how someone could have gotten anything out. Never heard the ballads they sing of Grian Brighthelm? Ah, well, those were my days of youthful discretion. Head south through Rain, then look for the small pass into the walls. Oathblade Gwyn Anway will be waiting for you there. Good luck.
Contract board's right by the entrance.
A powerful relic stolen from our vaults, and they send a single pledge shield. Have they gone completely mad? Who knows how many like it were in that vault, and how many stolen already? Let's go in. We'll see what we find there. They were using it to summon Niskaru in those caverns. Terrible. This is what comes of forgetting and ignoring. In this vault lies every cursed, chaotic tool ever taken from our foes, before we became simple mercenaries. Its doors, its walls, its very floors are imbued with magic to keep these dangerous and powerful things in, and everything else out. Mike Castellan dislikes dust and old things that aren't sung in a tavern, so looking after them, worrying about them, falls to me. This place is mine alone to watch. Once we had shields enough to stand guard here day and night. Then the war came, and off to Cluricon they went. Now I come on my own once a fortnight and inspect the grounds. You can see where that got us. You're far from it now, but it hangs over everything like a putrid fog. Sverikora in Melson Shear is Amalur and commands the Warsworn at the front. You'll see in a moment. The outer doors are open, but that's no concern. It's the inner door that's always locked. Only Grian has that key. Come, this way. The inner door. That shouldn't be open. Mages! Are these the same ones from Brigand Hall? You there! Stop at once! I found this in the leader's hand. It's the key to the vault. Or maybe a copy of it. Can't tell for sure. No knowing how many times they've been in here when they knew I wasn't about. We were lucky to come when we did. Return to Helmgard. Grian Shane won't like this, but he'll have to hear of it all the same. It was clasped in the leader's hand. I'll show it to Grian Shane when I report to him. I must report to Grian immediately. Meet back at Helgard.
I'm glad you're here. I've taken the precaution of jailing Gwyn. A bit heavy-handed, I know. But this is a serious matter, and only necessary until we've cleared this up. That vault was hers to watch over. This can't help but put her under suspicion. We have a small jail at the back of the keep. Useful enough, between the freemen and other sorts you find on the plains. Of course she was. I ordered her there. That proves nothing. Someone help those mages get in. But who? And how? Things in that vault are fine for songs and tales of Eamon. They make the Warsworn seem more legendary and grand. It's all dusty nonsense to me. The vault was Gwyn's responsibility. There's no getting around that. Until it's clear precisely what happened, she'll remain where she is. Yes, these mages, the Farlangi, was that it? They stole the relic, of course. But they must have had help from inside to get in. Your search must continue. She never mentioned a key. Withholding evidence as well. The girl broods so. Suppose I'm not surprised. I do want to know what became of that key.
An artifact? Stolen from the vault? Niskaru! Stolen artifacts!
Don't tell me you believe I had a hand in this. After all you've seen, this is a nightmare. I do, but I blame the Warsworn leadership so much more. After my parents, after all my warnings. What is the saying? They who ignore the past are fated to repeat it. But Grian would rather sweep this under the rug. That is why I'm here. My parents were loyal Warsworn, but the Order turned its back on them. They would not help, let alone... Forgive me. I am not used to talking of such things. You will surely face more of those mages. In my strongbox by my bed, you will find a ring of mothers. I want you to have it. I wish I knew. Today's Warsworn aren't heroes or demon slayers, just mercenaries. Soldiers. Brian Shane is a shining specimen of the modern Warsworn. That our old enemy still lurks somewhere in the shadows? Yes, often and always upon deaf ears. The key! Gods damn it, he was in such a rush to throw me in here, I forgot. Take it, show it to Brian. If it is a copy, I know a Master Locksmith in Tyrion's Rest who might be able to help. It is described in our histories. A thing of great power won by Aegon from an evil mage. We know little else. Before you found it, we didn't even know it could be used to call forth Niskaro. We didn't know it, but someone did. Every cursed object from the times of the First Sworn we keep in that vault under lock, key, and other protections. It was only a matter of time before some villain found a way in. As much magic and artistry has gone into that key as into the lock, casting a working copy would be no simple task. Despite their loyalty to the Order, the Warsworn could never admit that our own history was intertwined with their deaths. And now this, as if they were spitting on my parents' graves. I'll be all right. Just go solve this, and get me out of here. Does he think this will all go away after he locks me up? That those mages and their Niskaro will vanish just because he shuts his eyes? Huh. First, speak with the Castellan. If the key is a copy, then you must seek the Master Locksmith in Tyrion's Rest.
Niskaru! Stolen artifact!
What's this now? A key found among the vault intruders. I see. Well, I can say for certain that it's not the original. That was the first thing I checked after you went off to the vault. As I told you, the first thing I did was verify the key was safe and sound in its proper place, which means what you found is an impossibly perfect copy. Ah, yes, the gnome, Tarion. He'd know something of how this was done. Did Gwyn suggest this? She always did have a head for these things. Although, if she's behind this, the gnome could be a trap. Be wary, Pledge Shield.
For 500 summers, autumns, winters, and springs, the blossoms on my pearl tree bloomed ceaselessly and wantonly and fair. Why today have they fallen like tears? A dark doubt whispers, these flowers will not come again.
For truly, my children, we are loved and blessed by Lyria. Lyria, goddess of fate, who holds the cards that spell our mortal lives. Those she holds dear.
Come out! We know you're in here. Somewhere.
Are they gone? Hello? Is somebody there? Thank goodness. They're gone. I see I have you to thank. You and my clever hiding place. Can't imagine what those churls were after. They kept barking on about the war sworn this and kill me that. But now tell me, what can I do to repay you? A brief lesson in the art of locks, perhaps? One of my finest ideas. I built it precisely for times like these. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you. Louts and fools! I could see they wanted blood, so I dove for my hiding place. And not a moment too soon. What? Do you mean it didn't work? This is one of my greatest achievements. I recreated that ancient marvel perfectly. I promised that pledge shield. Finnan, that was her name. I promised her. Surely she had permission, yes? She swore to me. Oh, I see. The original. Truly an ancient wonder. Surely the combined work of war-sworn craftsmen and luminaries of the Scholia Arcana. For Pledge Shield Finnan, yes. Now, if you will see yourself out, I have a mess to clean up. Welcome to...
The locksmith Pledgeshield Fennin, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy? We must confront her at once. Corey! Henry! Seize her! Pledgeshield Fennin's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this. I ought to have worn the damn thing around my neck, or station guards outside my quarters. Never thought it would come to that. Hardly fair to hold her accountable when my own key was stolen. Best to forgive and forget all around, I think. Yes, yes indeed. The duty's yours. What concerns me is whether anything else was stolen. It's not as if I've got an inventory of what's down there. I think she will tell us what she knows.